guys, NothingButAirsoft here, and today I'm going to be doing a review on this scope you see right here. This is the airsoft replica of the pso-1 scope. Now, to start off with, I'm going to be talking about some cons. To start off with, you're going to see right here, and right here, and there's a few more places that the paint has actually chipped off. And this finish is like a rubberized matte black finish, and it's just, the quality isn't that great. If you actually took a screwdriver and scratched it lightly, the finish would just come right off. So quality of the finish isn't that great. Now here I'm going to show you a chip in the scope, and this is due to the fact that I have to hammer this on and off of my SVD Dragunov, because the SVD scope mount is a little bit larger than it should be, so it's really hard to get this on until you scratch some of the paint off on the mount itself, which you can see here. The paint has come off. It's a little bit better of a fit, but it's still a super hard fit. I also bought a broken Matrix SVD, which it fits a lot better on this. So the Matrix SVD, it fits real good. The NK, it doesn't fit very good. You can get it on, it's just a pain in the butt. You're better off to file some of the stuff off with the NK. But I like the NK version better. I'm not going to get into that, but because this is a review of this. So, some more cons. To start off with, the eyepiece. This is more personal preference. I'm going to show you. As you can see the full image inside the scope, about right here. This is about 4 inches away from the eyepiece, maybe about 3 to 4 inches, where if I actually took your eye right up to it, you're going to start to get this effect, as you can see here, where you can't see the full image inside the scope. So like I said, that's just personal preference. I don't care for it, where compared to something like this eyepiece, it conforms to your eye, and you can put this right up to your eye, and you'll be able to see the full reticle when your eye's right up pressed against it. Now, another con is parallax, which is, if you don't know what that means, is that when you have the scope on your rifle and you're right on target, even if you don't move the scope, it stays still, and the rifle stays still, and it doesn't move. If you move your eye up and down inside the scope, the reticle will actually move off target a little bit. It's not a ton, but it's still a decent amount, which just decreases accuracy. So you're not going to get pinpoint accuracy, especially with the next con I'm going to talk about, and this is the hugest. It's the reticle adjustment. I'm just going to go ahead and demonstrate. So as we have the adjustment knobs here, which this is the one for elevation and this is the one for windage. If you turn this, you could basically turn this forever, it seems like, which is just like a defect with these airsoft versions. On the real pso-1, you don't have that much move in the adjustment, but it adjusts quite a bit. So the big problem with this is you have a virtually none to little adjustment when you turn the knobs. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate. So if we put you right up here where you can see the reticle, go in the darker area, and I turn the knob. Sorry. Okay, I'm turning the knob now. You see no adjustment in the reticle at all. It's not moving at all. Or you may say, well, the reticle is not supposed to move. Well, here's the thing. With American-made scopes, it actually adjusts the image, and the reticle doesn't move at all. And that's how you sight in your scope, or zero your scope. Where with Russian-made scopes, like this one and my posp, the reticle actually moves, and you have no reticle adjustment in this. And maybe a very little bit, but it's almost nothing. And when I have this on my NK, if I have my hop up set perfectly straight and I aim at something, with the iron sights, it's going to be right on target, but then you look at the scope and it's way below the target. So what that means is, like, I have to aim, it's also to the left, I have to aim way above the target and to the right of the target. No matter how these are adjusted, it doesn't move the reticle at all. So I have to aim way above the target to actually hit. So you just, when you're a sniper, or a DMR, you're not going to want this. It's just, you're not going to get any good accuracy out of this. Virtually no accuracy at all. So, and for the price, it usually retails for about 120 to 140. Quality and everything, it's just not worth it. So now we're going to bring in my other scope to play. Here is what I'm going to recommend for you to buy. So instead of just buying like a AK scope mount which fits the, you can buy some AK scope mounts which fit the A&K. You don't have to buy like a pso-2 mount which is meant for the SVD. You can just buy the AK scope mounts for the A&K because they fit. Not all of them, but some of them. Where with the real sword, the AK scope mounts don't fit. So don't even think about buying those for the real sword. You'd have to buy an actual pso-2 mount to mount like an American-made optic. Or they actually have RIS POSPs that you can actually mount on an RIS-2 on top of a pso-2 mount. But getting off topic, sorry. The reason I'm going to tell you to buy this is because buy a real scope for your gun. Because first of all, you're going to be able to adjust it, which is the huge thing. You're going to get the accuracy you want. I'm not necessarily telling you to go buy this one because it's kind of expensive. This retails for $230, but I got it for $103, and I'll tell you why. I bought off Wayfair, which they sell them for $205, which is a lot cheaper than usual. And then it was a return item, and they do 50% off returns. So I got it for $103. Hell of a deal. So yeah, I'm going to tell you to buy a real scope. I know God's Airsofters, or Delta 1, whatever you want to call him, the Airsoft Talk dude, for his real sword SVD, he bought like a Romanian scope. I believe they're called like Tip 1 or Tip 2, something like that. Don't quote me on it, I could be wrong. But I think his was like $130. So if you search around, you can find a real SVD or, Romanian PSL scope, which do fit on the SVD. That's going to be a million times better than this piece of crap that's in the back. Like I said, it looks cool, but other than that, just hang it on your wall. Don't even buy it for anything else because it's really not that great. So, with this one, I really don't want to get into much on this one because it's a review of this, but I'm just going to go over quick differences. You may notice this is a lot larger in the front. That's because the objective lens is 42 millimeters compared to that, which is 24, which that means the larger the objective lens is, the more light it lets in. So you're going to be able to use this a lot easier in low light situations. Second, this is 4x24, 6x42. The 4 and the 6 entail the magnification. So this is a 6 times zoom, and that's a 4 times zoom. They also make it an 8 times zoom, not the Airsoft version. The only version the Airsofts are in is a 4 times zoom. This is also a D because it has a diopter right here, which this turns, which basically just adjusts the vision. So if you have glasses or not great vision, you can adjust it so you can still see the reticle clearly. So those are the main differences, but the huge thing with this is you can actually adjust the reticle. It's going to move. I'll see if I can get a shot of it. So it does have a flip-up lens cap, so we have to put that up. So now, this may be a little hard, guys. I have to get it right up on the eyepiece. As you can see the reticle now, if I move the reticle, or adjust it, you're going to actually see the reticle moving downwards. And now you'll see it moving back up. It's not a lot. Each click isn't a lot, but it actually adjusts the reticle. Sorry if you can't see that all that great, but you have lots of adjustment. And basically the black piece is what adjusts it. If you take these two little silver screws, loosen them, you can move it more than just the silver piece, which is just for the numbers, which I'm not going to get into what those entail. So yeah, that's going to end my video. I'm probably going to be doing a review on this, so look forward to that. I'll get in more in depth with that. But here's these two scopes, and the battery cap just fell off because I don't have the spring in it. But other than that, don't buy this. That's all I have to say. Get a real scope for your SVD. And I'm out. Thanks guys for watching.